Welcome to Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I'm your host, Eddie Stanley. Today's episode is something near and dear to my heart. Having goals. See, I can sit here and say, oh, yeah, let me talk about this. Let me talk about this. Let me give a black man's perspective of goals or how you should have goals. Kind of a bit of a motivational episode, but you should be able to have goals. Like, you should establish goals because, like, the old saying, you can either have dreams or goals. Eventually, you got to wake up. It's good to have goals. It's also good to have plans. I'd rather have goals because, see, plans, people who know me know I don't plan for anything. Like, plans are just, I don't know how to describe it. But I do have goals. And for a man to actually be able to value himself, screw all the what women tell you or how other men should. We have something in us where we need to have goals. That's how we create our value in this world. Without goals, most people don't even look at you. They don't even pay attention to you. If you're not driven, if you're not ambitious, then what are you doing? Most people look at it of going, men who have midlife crisis. Oh, yeah, midlife crisis. Women don't understand that when a man has a midlife crisis, it may or may not have anything to do with you. Is what he perceived himself of going, oh my gosh, I've been on this earth for how many ever years, and I can sit back and say I did diddly nothing, diddly squat, diddly, what is it? Yeah, anyway. You have to actually establish, like with me, I had to actually get into a mindset of going, what am I really doing? What do I actually bring to the table, if anything? Because here's the one thing that women don't tend to understand. The reason why a guy want to know your past is because he wants to know what he's getting into. And as the saying goes, a man looks at a woman's past. A woman looks at a man's future. Which means that if that man has no future, then that woman don't fit into the equation. And that's very understandable. And they should feel that way. Because regardless of how you perceive it, you should have some type of foundation to actually bring in. Now, you could be one of them dudes that just go, oh, I'm all about the nookie and I'm all about just getting mine. But after a while, getting yours is going to actually come at a cost. So it's better to actually have goals set to actually where you can reach and have a notebook where your goals is written down. You can scratch off. If you're a person that want to do a time, I'll go for it. I myself, I don't go for a time because I am a bit of a procrastinator, but I still get the job done. My goals is just to actually bring light into a little bit of darkness that people do. My twisted mind works unique where, yes, I had a late start. I didn't realize what I really want to do until then. I was just wandering around life like a sheep. I couldn't think for myself. I always wanted people's opinion on what I need to do. And like now people understands when they say, "Oh, well, my opinion." No, that's a form of judgment without facts. And most people's opinion, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't pay attention to because you have no facts behind that. Unless you do have facts and you actually read and do everything, that's understandable. But I'm not getting on my soapbox because I listen to audiobooks. So, but my goals, even with this channel, even with my dual channel that's Spotify, that I'm trying to get off of saying, this is where I see it, blah, 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 blah. This is where I'm getting at, blah, blah, blah. This is how many times I'm going to up myself going to the gym, blah, blah, blah. Even though I do look snazzy in this, as you can see, I'm not in a rush. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not going to actually be that person that go, "Oh, well, it's not working out, let me stop." I did that before. I did that. I would build foundations and then just destroy them. Why? Because I never thought that I was good enough to actually do them until now. It's that mentality. Sometimes you have to actually be the biggest male member to actually get the point across. I challenge everybody who watches this, make a list. Write what your goals are. Stick to it. Don't pay attention to what anybody say, because here's the thing. There are going to be people that have that crab mentality. And if you don't know what that crab mentality is, put a whole bunch of, like, put maybe 7 crabs in a bucket. Look at the ones that's ambitious to actually get out the bucket and watch the other ones pull them back down. Because misery do love company. And because it does, you're going to be stuck in the same place. If you're going to actually have goals and stick to them, you may have to stop certain things. I myself, I know where the toxic masculinity and all that stuff lies. Social media. All the people that's telling you to do one thing because they don't have the cojones to actually do it. So yeah, they want to see you fail. They want to be your support system. They want to be the person that you share your deepest, darkest secrets with and your goals with, so that way they can try to poke holes into it. Not saying that everybody is about that, but that's the most beautiful thing about your goals. You don't have to share them. You can tell people that you have goals, and then you can just watch. You reap what you sow. I had to scorch earth for everything I did for the past 15 years. I had to scorch earth to actually start planting the seeds of my goals and what I'm trying to accomplish, to actually become a better person, a better version of myself. But hey, who am I? I'm just a black dude that's on YouTube. This has been Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I have been your host, Eddie Stanley. And the question I got for you today is, what are you going to do different?